We might be enjoying hot temperatures right now and, of course, just finished winter, but now is the time to start booking your vacations for February, especially since a lot of great European packages are selling out fast due to the usual USA snowbirds choosing elsewhere to travel. So, of course, that's why we brought in the travel lady, Leslie Cater, to share some good tips and the breakdown of what the popular packages are right now. Good morning, Leslie. How are things?
Hi, good morning. Very well. Thank you, Lisa.
So what are the go-to packages you're seeing right now?
Well, you know, people wanting to escape the winter traditionally would go down to Phoenix or Palm Springs or those places. Now they don't want to do that. And we have really, really popular packages that sell out every year. We call them our long stays because they're typically over 3 weeks that you can spend in the south of Europe, south of Spain, south of Portugal, where the weather is mild and the cost of living is cheap.
When it comes to that time of year, you know, some people might typically say you go to Europe, obviously, I mean, it's so busy in the summer, the fall is a little bit better, but so in the winter, it's a good spot. And what locations do you recommend?
Well, we like the Algarve very much there. It's very protected in that area. You've got a beautiful coastline. It's great for walking and hiking. Temperatures probably around 16, 18 during the winter time there, so it's quite protected. And as I said, there's a number of cute little villages along the coast there. So you have an apartment where you can decide to go out and buy fresh veggies or fruit and do your own cooking, and you can really save some money because the good thing is that the Canadian dollar is quite good against the euro.
Oh, fantastic. I haven't looked lately, so that's good to hear. So you're saying, you know, what is the ideal month and what are the packages that are kind of going quickly right now? Obviously the Algarve and what other ones?
Yes, well, what we do is we've got this particular package for February, and February 12th, and what happens is we fly you into Lisbon. It includes airfare, which I think takes a big strain off anybody who's looking to travel. Fly you into Lisbon, you spend a night there, and then we transfer you down to the Algarve, and you have 3 weeks in the beautiful Villa Petra. This is one of our favorite properties down there. We have a fabulous guy on site who helps with booking excursions and where to go shopping and where to eat out. And then after 3 weeks, we transfer you back to Lisbon. You have another night there with a tour of the city and then fly back home. And I think all of that, it's just over the 3 weeks, and it's a really nice cultural break. It's an interesting country. I don't think you can do better than that. It's so popular, it sells out every year, Lisa.
Really? I believe it because, first of all, it's nice to get away that long, and February in Alberta can be a little rough, so that's a great call. Are there some cool historic stuff to see or kind of like tourist spots you'd recommend on this trip?
That's right, yes. When you're in Lisbon itself, they'll actually be taking you on a guided tour around to the various areas. Alfama area in Lisbon is one area that survived the massive earthquake. So it's very old and very interesting, very steep, lots of walking. And then they also do a little trip out to Belém, where you can see the monument to the early explorers. That's also a nice place to visit. So there's lots to do. And in the Algarve itself as well. You know, some of our people who go down there, they decide to rent a car for 2-3 days. They lock up, take a small case, and go and explore the area. So there's so many options.
That sounds fantastic. You know, it's funny at this time of year that we're thinking about that, but you do recommend, I mean, booking that far in advance, obviously.
Oh, yes, because as I say, it's a group departure. Once the seats fill up, that's it. And we actually kept a waiting list from last year when people were so interested and they couldn't get on this trip. So we have that. And as I say, the cost of living there is so good. You can buy a bottle of wine there for about $6 Canadian and have a coffee and croissant out at a cafe for about $2.
Oh my goodness, that sounds unbelievable. You can't even get a coffee for $6 anymore here, so, and you know it's good wine too. All right.
Yes, exactly.
Always got the great tips. Thank you so much, Leslie. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Lisa. Have a good day.
You as well. And if you want to learn more about these great European packages, go to the Travel Lady. She knows it best. It's Leslie Cater. Just visit thetravellady.ca or send her an email, Leslie@southtravel.ca.